beautiful planty people. It's Skully and welcome to Skully's Creations, where we talk about plants and occasionally do a creative project here and there. If that sounds like your thing, your jam, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bells to be notified next time I put out a planty video. Okay, so today we have some plant chores to do. I want to get some propagation started for this coming spring, and I enjoy watching plant chore videos while I do my plant chores, so I thought we'd do something like that today. So let's get started. All right, so the first plant that we're going to be propagating is going to be this Monstera saltipacana. I'm going to cut it right here because it has all this space, and then it's gonna branch out from here, so it's gonna be a little bit bushier. I want to leave this long one because I mean it is getting pretty long and I do like that. I do have it hanging, and this spacing, it's not too bad. What I am gonna do first though is disinfect these scissors, and what I have in this spray bottle is just alcohol and water. So I just put that in a spray bottle, and that's what I use to disinfect every time. Well, I try to anyways. Alrighty, so here we go. Just gonna chop right there. Oh, we did it! We did it! So there's a little node here where a root could grow out. So I'm just gonna cut right below that, so that way it has space whenever I put it in there. And I could technically do these as a wet stick, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so as you can see, there's a node right here, right here, right here, right here. So I'm just gonna cut in between those and then create their own little plants. So right above the second node, cut that. That's one plant. Right above this node, that's another plant, and then we're just gonna keep on doing that throughout the bottom. And as for this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some wet sticks. One wet stick, two wet sticks. I'll just do one wet stick. So has nodes there, so, and then I'll just plant these with two nodes, and then the roots will grow out of there. So that's the saltipacana. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants from just that one cutting, and it's still pretty full and long. So there's that. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this yellow. So I did just recently repot this plant. Because I just recently repotted this plant, there's gonna be some yellowing leaves that are just adjusting to its like new pot and soil. So that's why there's yellowing going on there. But other than that, this is a really easy plant. I have it in a chunky mix, perlite, orchid bark, and organic potting mix, and she has done really well. So we shall see this plant branch out when I'm gonna update you on that as well, what this one looks like. Should I take any more cuttings? No, I want to leave it. That's good enough. So that's plant number 1. And now let's move on to the next plant. Next plant we're propagating is gonna be this philodendron campo. I think it's technically Camprosportum or something like that. But again, disinfect, because we did just make a cut. Now, do I do this every time? Mostly, but there's sometimes where I don't do that. And on this one, can you see all those little bitty aerial roots that are coming from there? So right here, there's a little bitty root right here. This like twisty thing right here. So I want to go ahead and get this one started. The leaves have been getting smaller. I do have it like up a little bit, but not enough. So I wanted to take some propagation because I wanted to make this plant fuller anyways, and try to maybe, once I propagate these, either sell them or just make a fuller plant and end up putting her like on a moss pole, because this is not like just this little stick that I have her on. It's clearly not doing it for her, but she has been growing in really nicely. I really love those, like the colors that she gives you with her new leaves. As you can see, it's really pretty plant. Like I said though, the leaves have been getting smaller as it's going up, so I kind of just want to fix that. And then also, do you see this like twisty thing? Plants are so crazy. I don't know what the heck it was doing here, but it just started twisting, and I don't know what it is doing. But where do I want to start? Maybe I want to start where that twist is. You know what? I'll start where that twist is. So I'm just going to cut above that. So I'm just going to cut this, because I also want to make sure I leave enough leaves to support the root system in here. But from here we have 1, 2, 3 nodes. So cut first one, and then the second one I'm just gonna cut in half, because since this is like twisted, I'm just gonna put it in there like this. This is so, I mean, look at that. That's so cute. But alrighty, from there, from the campo, we got 3 plants. All right, and oh, what else do I want to cut? I kind of wanted to cut the syngonium, because this syngonium albo is clearly growing like really up. There's some space right here. But my issue with that is if I cut these 2 leaves off, this one leaf is not gonna be enough to and especially since it's a half moon, it's not gonna be enough to photosynthesize and support the root system in here. So I am just gonna leave that one, even though I really do, because this has been bothering me. Like, look at that. That has been bothering me, but for the plant's sake, I will leave it alone. I will leave it alone. All right, so that's all we're gonna propagate. Now let's go ahead and pot these up. All right, so I'm gonna put everything in this propagation box. So I'm actually gonna pot directly into coco coir, perlite. There's a little bit of organic potting mix in here and orchid bark. But the majority of this is coco coir and perlite. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh. I'm never neat about any of this, by the way. I was like super messy about it all. All right, so that I am going to water this with liquid dirt. I just have a gallon of liquid dirt, and I'm just gonna water that. Just go ahead and mix that, so that way everything is covered. And I didn't put too much where there's no like water sitting on the bottom or anything. So now this is gonna be new to me and you, because usually I propagate in sphagnum moss. Zorbear! Oh, okay, never mind. You see, I love getting messy. Like, I think that's one of my favorite parts about plants, is like getting messy. You know what? I'm gonna put the leaves facing this way so I can close it right. Oh, and all I'm doing is putting this part of the node in the coco coir. So I'm gonna do a row of Celtipicana first. Are these all Celtipicanas? Honestly, the Celtipicana and Cebu Blue kind of look similar. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put these on its own, because the Micans and the what is it, the Campo? They look alike too. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Okay. Okay, I know this was definitely a Celtipicana. And put that in there. Maybe we should put her over here. Yeah. Okay, this is Cebu Blue. Make sure you separate your plants before you start doing this. It's helpful. Unlike me, I just have everything everywhere and just going with it. Okay. Now the Cebu Blues I'm gonna put over here. It's gonna be interesting because I've never propagated in this. Like I said, I usually use water or sphagnum moss, which you can use either or, water or sphagnum moss. This is just something new that I'm trying. And I'll obviously do an update and let you know, hey, is this a good medium to use? Or was this not a good medium to use? We shall see. I think it will be fine because, I mean, Coca Coir and Perlite are good mediums anyways. I actually think that's a Celtibacana. Oh my god. I didn't think about this, obviously. Do they all fit? Probably not. Am I gonna make them all fit? Yeah. But we're getting there. And see, for something like long like this, I'm actually gonna cut half of that so it can fit in here nicely. Someone please tell me that this is a good idea. Putting them in here in this medium. I don't know. I may regret this. We shall see. I just don't think there's like any more room. Okay, hold on. This one I can just put there. I was over there trying to take more cuttings. You know what though? The other cuttings I think I would have just put in water. Actually, I might throw some of these in water now that I'm thinking about it. And then I'm just gonna throw that wet stick in there. Oh my god. Alright, this is not a very neat prop box, but it's a prop box nonetheless. And then all I'm gonna do is make sure all these leaves are in here. Okay. Alright. And this one's cool because this has like a little twisty thing. I got this originally for tissue culture plants that I got. And I didn't want to make a video on that yet because I still don't really know what I'm doing there. But I still have 3 out of the 11 tissue cultures that I got. So, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a very good ratio. I didn't get to keep like 9 or, you know, not like what I was expecting. But that was a lot more difficult. And like I said, it was a learning process. But so I'm just going to put this under a grow light and then we'll do a follow-up video in a couple months. Alright y'all, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see instead. I would appreciate that. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful planty day and I'll see y'all next week. Bye!